Welcome to Hiking Adventures with Mark Winfield. Today I'm out with a few friends to hike Gaff Point in Nova Scotia. It's near the historic town of Lunenburg and it's on the Atlantic coast.
Welcome to the hike to Gaff Point today. A little bit of fog, but I do expect that to lift soon. Certainly on our way back, the sky will be clear. Kingsburg was founded in 1787. King George III gave land grants to foreign Protestants who each had 30-acre lots. So that's how this community started.
We're walking along the shore, which is a little bit rough because it's high tide, so we're having to walk on these rocks. This is a bit unsteady footing, but how tall would you say that is, Lloyd?
Probably about 40, 50 feet.
40, 50 feet, yeah.
If not more, maybe 60. They're beautiful.
What species do you think those are?
Those are all common eiders, I think.
Common
Females,
eiders.
some young ones, they're pre-teens, we could say. They're small. I don't see any males.
After traveling about a kilometer and a half on the beach, we're leaving the beach and moving to the trail. See this all over Nova Scotia. Tick warning. On this trail, which is gently heading uphill. So what have we found here?
This little flower, it's blooming right now. Down low there, each little flower pointing downwards is called Single Delight. Single Delight. Each little plant gets one little flower that points downward.
Oh, cool.
Hangs down like a little umbrella.
Are they uncommon or?
They're, well, I saw some at Cape Split Trail yesterday, so they're scattered around, though you might not notice them often. Anyone do that? I used to think these ferns like this look the same, but the hay-scented fern, you see the fronds that come down, and then all of a sudden they stop. And, yeah. And the New York fern, you look down the frond, and the little leaflets get smaller and smaller and smaller as you get down to the bottom. They don't stop abruptly like these ones do. When you look down to the bottom, they're big, 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 and then they just stop. They don't get smaller going down.
This fern's another one. What do you call it?
Cinnamon fern.
Cinnamon fern. What's different about it?
Well, I know there's interrupted fern and cinnamon that look similar, but the cinnamon produces the
stalk.
reproductive fronds in the center.
Oh, cool.
They do get kind of cinnamony and brown later.
Yes,
some over there
they
look
do.
that way, yeah. Really nice.
So the fog is starting to move offshore. You can see that point over there, that the bank where the edge of the bank of fog is. We've just come out of the woods, and now we're in a bit of an open area. This is a different view of the coast here. Somebody has been industrious. So those again?
They're eiders.
They're eiders, same as what we saw earlier.
Must be at least 40. Well, there's more than 40 there, I think.
Leaving this open area and heading back into the woods.
And Iron Bound is going to be around there.
I remember, I'll remember the day I was...
We're looking at the LaHave Islands. Collection. This is Dublin Shore over there. We're out at Gaff Point, and Nancy recalls having been here years ago, and she recalls something about a cottage, and we've been searching and we've just found it. So why don't you tell us the story, Nancy?
Well, this was a unique cottage. You can see the cut logs in place. It had a porch, and it had a wonderful meadow right out front with trees standing all around. Of course, these trees have fallen down, but it was a delightful spot, and we understood that the owner of this place either sold or gave up his land to create the Gaff Point, which is now
Public space.
property.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. And Nancy, who's been here numerous times, I've been here before, and none of us were even aware of this, and we had to go hunting for it. It took quite a while to find this, didn't it?
It did. I had to backtrack.
Yeah, and this is very cool. Let's just take a closer look here. So you can see here the remnants of the cottage. And so how long ago might this have been, Nancy?
Oh, 20 or 30 years ago I saw it standing.
20 or 30 years ago it was
You can see the
standing.
notched wood. It's notched right there.
Yeah, like a log cabin style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
Nature has,
Taking its toll, as it always does.
yeah.
Very cool. A little community of Inuksuks. So we're returning back to the beach, which gave us the access to the point. And to get out to the point, we came from the other side of it, and that was predominantly through the woods, but we're returning on this loop by the shoreline. We are opposite Ironbound, though we can't see it because of the fog. And we're going to hold Nancy to account for not clearing the fog out for us, which she promised.
I did say the fog would lift. It did lift, but not enough.
But not enough. A deluxe bench on the trail.
Yes, very
Yes,
nice.
very comfortable from the looks of
It's
it.
very comfortable. You can take your backpack off or do that.
There you go.
I remember you in about 91 or something with a friend. I think it's dulse. It's a little worse for wear. It's a little, I think it's last year's dulse, you know. But usually when it's in a good shape, you can pick it. You could eat it, you know, right off the beach if you like. You buy it in the store, you dry it on the rocks, and then it's nice and crispy. It's just natural potato chips here in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, it's like
some people will take it fresh, like this, you know, and cleaned off, and then they'll put it on their hot stove and just, it'll crisp up and it'll change color and you eat it that way. I've not tried it that way.
I've never heard of that.
You crunch it up and you sprinkle it in your chowder. There's probably more than a dozen things you could do with dulse.
Interesting layer of fog above the hillside.
This is another seaweed that's a food, Irish moss. I've been known to thicken some chocolate pudding when we were camping by using Irish moss, and Nancy and I have lived to tell the tale that it was quite good.
The trip to Gaff Point was great. It took us about 2.5 hours to go about 8 kilometers or 5 miles on a very pleasant day. If you come to do this hike, make sure you wear good footwear because the last part of the hike, the rocks are quite jagged. I hope you enjoyed this video and I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you outdoors.